Hare Krishna. Mameve prapadyante mayametam tarantite. So Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, we have been discussing, that one who surrenders to me can very easily be relieved from the clutches of the three modes of material nature which are made possible by Maya. So if somebody wants to escape from Maya's clutches and become free from bondage and liberated, then one has to take shelter of Krishna. So we have been discussing about who takes shelter of Krishna. So one who has piety and knowledge is a good candidate who can approach Krishna. So Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, there are 4 types of people who don't surrender to him. Namam dushkrituna mudha prapadyante naradama maya aparta jnana asuram bhavam ashritaha. He says, mudha means hard-working asses. They are attached to the fruits of their work, which is the money and the commodities of this world. So such kinds of hard-working people are fruity workers, and they have no time for Krishna, they have no interest in Krishna. And Naradama are uncivilized. They appear to be externally civilized, but they are actually uncivilized and irreligious with respect to the Lord, and they have no regard for Lord Krishna because of their bad culture and bad habits and no purificatory ceremonies. And Maya aparta jnana means misled intellectuals. Due to their misunderstandings about the scriptures and the Lord, they are thoroughly misguided by modern day education system as well as their speculative brain. So they also don't have any inclination for Krishna. And asuram bhavam ashrita are outright atheists. They are demoniac in nature and they act against the interest of the Lord. So these kinds of people are gone cases unless they encounter a very advanced pure Krishna's devotee who, with whom sometimes such encounter with very advanced devotee may shake and wake them up. Otherwise, mostly they are gone cases. Krishna says there are 4 people who are prospective candidates to come to me and take shelter of me. Artho jignasu artharthi jnani. So in that he says, the people are actually miserable people who are looking for relief. So if they come across devotees and devotees guide them about material world, spiritual world and everything, gradually they will come to understand that actually our material life is temporary, spiritual life is eternal, and these miseries and this pleasure and pain, these things keep going in this world. Gradually they rise above the eagerness to sort out the temporary problems. Like Gajendra was like that. He came with the problem to be relieved from the crocodile, but in the course of offering prayers to Lord, he was now no more interested in being relieved from the crocodile. Rather, he wanted to get rid of elephant body and get a Vaikuntha body. He said that, Jijivishena ahamighamuyakyam antarbahishcha vratiyo bhayonya ichchami kale nanayasya viplavastasyatmaloka varnasya moksham. He's saying, ichchami, I desire a body, kalena nayasya viplava. That body which will not be destroyed by time. And what is that body? Spiritual body. So, they are artha people. And artharthi people are humble because of the sufferings. And they are simple, innocent, and they are willing to listen to the devotees. So they have a good scope to first understand the difference between body and soul, eventually the relationship between soul and super soul, and they will head towards Krishna. And artharthi are wealth wanters. The wealth wanting people want some success in their family or in their business. So like Dhruva Maharaj, when they come closer to devotees and the Lord, likely they understand the supreme wealth is Krishna, nothing more to possess. Then they develop a greed for attaining Krishna's lotus feet. Then their intoxication for the material wealth will be gone. And jignasu are people who are not miserable or wanting wealth, but they are inquisitive to know more about who am I, what is this world, who is God, why did He create it. So they are very prospective candidates for meeting devotees and learning knowledge. And the jnanis are people who are already having sufficient knowledge about the soul and body difference. They are realized with basic truths of life. And now they do not know the higher truths of life, which is the relationship of soul with super soul. So Lord Krishna also chooses jnanis as the best of the four. They are right candidates because they don't have any material problem to be solved, nor are they having greed for wealth, nor are they not having knowledge about soul. They already have knowledge of soul and body difference, and they know this world is material world, temporary, everything. So they are perfect candidates for learning about Krishna and surrendering to Krishna. So in this way, Lord Krishna gives a clue for all of us in what category we should be in, and whichever category we be in, we make our life favorable for surrender to Krishna. And once we surrender to Krishna, then increase our piety. Yesham tu antakatam papam jananam punyakarmanam te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam dridhavrataha. We should put a full stop to sin and increase pious spiritual activities in relation to Krishna, like performing Navavida Bhakti, performing 64 principles of devotional service, headed by the chanting of the holy name, and living the life only as a devotee and not be misled by anything else. So such a devotee is actually having a very good climate of heart conducive for attaining Krishna's lotus feet very soon. Harinam Prabhu ki.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, here Prabhuji is mentioned about how we should surrender or take the shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. Then only we'll come out of the clutches of Maya, and even though we can manage the three modes of material nature, or the effect of three modes of material nature will be reduced. And Prabhuji has explained the four types of people who do not surrender and four types of people who comes to Krishna. When coming to four types of people who don't surrender to Krishna are Moodas, Naradama, Maya, Aparijnana and Ashrama. That last one in the Sanskrit word I don't know, Prabhuji. So these are like Moodas are the who always back of workaholic. So they always work to earn some opulence, material opulence. Naradamas are uncivilized. They don't know the proper religious and even they are irreligious. Maya Aparijina is they are misguided by this education system. And now coming to the people who comes to Krishna, therefore Artho, Arthartita, Jignasa and Jnanis. So out of these four, Arthos are they don't know the difference between the body and the soul. They reach for their desires, material desires. Next, Artharthi means they want wealth. They need some wealth, so they reach Krishna. And the third one is Jignasa. So they are more inquisitive about knowing something about the truth, like why I am suffering, what is this body, what is the soul and all. And the fourth, which is elevated more than the below three, is Jnanis, or can be called as devotees. They know the absolute truth. They know the difference between the body and the soul, and they become they free from the material desire. In the sense, they don't attach to that desire, and they surrender to Krishna, and they maintain the relationship with Him. Out of this, the Jnanis or the Krishna is preferred or recommended, or the Krishna mentioned about this Jnani, which is more like he likes the more is Jnani, and it is that we should live in a Krishna consciousness, follow Navavida Bhakti and undergoing the four regulative principles, so that by surrendering and taking shelter only will become free from the clutches of Maya. So that is how we need to surrender. Hare
Thank-
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for wonderfully summarizing today's talk. So, couple of questions that we were actually this particular today's talk is follow up to what we were discussing yesterday, and there is nothing much new we have learned today, but reiterated on the points that were discussed yesterday. So, the four kinds of people who do not come to Krishna, and there are four kinds of people who come to Krishna. Out of these four, who is the best? And very nicely Prabhuji said that the best of these categories is the Jnanis. But my question yesterday, nobody answered in the group chat, was why is that others, though like Jignasu, Tardi and Artho, are not really the right candidates? So let's discuss a little bit on that. Anybody would like to throw some light? Why they are not
Krishna
really?
Prabhuji.
Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Ravi Babu Prabhu, you go ahead. After that, Preeti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. First category is like they are students, Prabhuji, but they are primary school students. Second category is like high school students, but until unless you attain PhD, probably you will not get that, Prabhuji. To come to your stage, these primary stages, like say Ardhadi or even Jignasu also, apart from Gnani, they have not yet attained that perfect, the best Sevak position, Prabhuji, according to my understanding.
Okay.
And we are, I think I am not even reached that first stage also. Don't know how to progress and how to go, Prabhuji.
Oh, thank you, Prabhu. So, thank you for that. Preeti Mataji, you can go ahead now.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Rightly, Ravi Baba Prabhu has said we are just entering into the nursery, Prabhuji. So, because the Gyanis and the Yogis, though they have a knowledge, they are right candidates to achieve Lord, but because of their speculative, they're misguided thoroughly and they're speculative, and they might be not wanting actually Krishna's mercy. They want to know about Krishna, but like a pure devotee doesn't want his position. He may be happy even if the birth-death cycle is continued, like a pure devotee Narada, where he said, okay, I should be always remembering you, Lord. I am not afraid of the birth or death or whatever it is, wherever I am in the hell or heaven, like the gopis or Narada, like
Mataji,
that. So,
let me interrupt you a little bit here. I wanted to know why, very crisp answer, out of these three, because if I don't know that, I may not be coming into that Gnani category. So that is the reason. What can you just think? You are given 1 day time. So what would be
no,
the?
Prabhuji, my understanding
Well,
was
let me complete,
because
Mataji. Let me complete. So why, just one pointer, why is that Krishna is saying this is the best category? One pointed. No, see, we wanted a crisp answer. Where, why is that Krishna is saying this? There might be a reason.
the Gyanis,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, Gyanis might get the knowledge. They know who is Krishna, what is body and what is soul. But they don't want to serve Krishna, Prabhuji. Maybe the
Okay, so
service
that
attitude
is
might
one
not be
answer.
there for them.
Good, thank
Yeah.
you, Mataji. So they don't want to serve Krishna. Any other? Megha Shukla Mataji, go ahead.
Yani sir, near to
Sorry,
Krishna.
Prabhuji, actually. Oh. Can I speak, Prabhuji?
Yeah, I can hear you, but not very clear. Go ahead, Megha Shukla Mataji, you go ahead. After that, Nagalakshmi Mataji.
So, Jnanis do not have any material desires and they are the pure devotees. They just want to serve Krishna. Whereas the other three, they might have the materialistic desires. They are in the initial stages of knowing Krishna by different means. If they are not having money, they go to Krishna, but they have the material desire of getting the money. Or if they are inquisitive, they are frustrated with this material world and they they approach and they want to know the basic questions, why is there suffering, who is Krishna, and all those things.
Got
But
it,
Jnani is the
Mataji.
one who knows what is body, what is soul, who is Krishna, who am I, and he is situated in devotional service of Lord.
So what you are saying is that since these people are materially attached, wherein the Gnani category of people are not materially attached, that is the reason why Krishna is saying that this is the best category, right? That is your point. Well taken.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So any other devotee, one last devotee? Nagalakshmi Mataji was
Jnanis
saying.
completely surrendered to Krishna. They are near to Krishna. Uh,
Thank you,
Krishna
Mataji.
likes those Jnanis.
Okay, so since they are very close to Krishna in the sense because they are having the inclination to surrender. So that is the point that you are raising. Yeah, one last Mataji, Yashoda Mataji, you wanted to add anything?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Those three categories, they come to the Lord for getting out of the miserable conditions and getting wealth and knowing who is who. But they may not be devotees. They will take so many lifetimes to realize that Supreme God. And they may or may not come to the come to bhakti as soon as they get rid of their miserable conditions and getting wealth and all. But if they comes into contact with a great devotee only, they may become bhaktas. But that is not sure. That's why Krishna is telling Jnani Satyadas.
Thank you, Mataji. Actually, you touched upon it. That is what is given by Srila Prabhupada in the purports, if you see. You touched upon it, but not very clearly. The main reason why Krishna says is that the Jnanis are the best category out of the four, for the reason that if you take Artho people, if they came to Krishna for what? They came to Krishna because they are in difficulty, they are in pain. So to get rid of that pain, they came to Krishna. And what about this Arthardi? Arthardi, they wanted wealth. And if they get wealth, they are satisfied. If their pain has gone, the first category, they are satisfied. The Jignasu, they just came and find out what is what. It's like a window shopping. You came there and found out, this is what it is, and they are satisfied. So, first three categories of people are getting satisfied by whatever they got. But that could be material, may not be material. For the Jignasu, they are not looking for material. They just wanted to know what is soul, what is the material body. So they are Jignasu only. That means they are inquisitive. But once their inquisitiveness is over, they kind of get satisfied and they are not going to the next level. But the Jnani category of people are really interested to gain that knowledge. So they are above all these three people. So that is the reason why Krishna says is that these people can be really go to the next level. But these first three category of people, they get satisfied. Artha. So when my pain is gone, why should I remember when I was taking classes, one Mataji was stopped coming after 1 month of the classes. And I asked Mataji, what happened for last 2 months you are not seen? No, Prabhuji, I don't have any problems. So that way I stopped coming to the temple. So people come to the temple, take the shelter of the Supreme Lord when they are in need. So, but in the last category, Gnani category of people, they are genuinely interested to know and go into the depth. So that is what here Prabhuji was saying, that they wanted to know the higher truths, and they are the real candidates to get that higher truth, absolute truth, and they can easily get converted and they can become the devotees. So that is what we all should aspire to come into that category. And we are actually. So some Ravi Prabhu and Preeti Mataji were saying that we are not. You are actually into that category only, the Gnani category. Because if you ask yourself, you are not coming to Krishna because you have a knee pain or you have some surgery. You are not going for that. Neither for the wealth you are coming. Your initial inquisitiveness have now, the Jignasu part has now transformed into Gnani part. So we are not yet at that level, but again we are in the last category only. So don't have any other opinion about yourself. So that's a good part. We are all here from the last more than 1 year now. So you really are doing great progress, and with the association of the devotees we can really achieve the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. And thank you all for joining today. Any other one last question? If it has not been clarified, we can take it up and then we can close.
Prabhuji, yesterday's recording I have listened. In that, Radheshyam Prabhu mentioned in Jnanis there are again 4 types, and that 4th one will be can be called as a devotee, or the 4th one is the highest stage, the 4th type of Jnani.
Yes, last one actually what was, let me just see my notes also. Yeah, so he says that there are first one who are not having the bhakti, so they are only
Yes.
gnani, so they are driven only by gnana. Gnana means knowledge. See, the whole point what we need to understand is that there is always a room for improvement, there is always room for perfection. You just entered into that gnani section. Again, the next level is that you need to operate not, so you are operating such that purification will happen. Purification happen to your consciousness. What does purification of the consciousness means? Purification of the consciousness means that your mind is purified, because mind is got so much contaminated. Your intellect is purified, and it is also not putting in the right direction, because intellect should drive the mind, but it is not doing. So intellect should also get purified. Your ego, which is what is bothering you so many times in your relationship with you, to surrender. So that ego should get purified. The last and the very important thing is that your karana sharira, your desire should also be purified. When you are purifying all the 4, that means you are coming closer to the devotee category. So the last part of the devotee, what Radheshyam Prabhu was mentioning yesterday, the devotee category are the Jnanis who are having this inclination, and their purification is happening in these 4 areas also. Not at the mundane initial level, but next level. Mind is getting purified, intellect is getting purified, ego is getting purified, and your desire also is getting purified. Once you get all this perfected, then you will get qualification to go back to Goloka. So that is what, and this will all happen through devotee association, chanting the holy name, doing your sadhana, seva and swadhyaya. And Sangha also. Sangha also can, these 4 yeses if you keep in mind, and if you pursue it, you will really go back to Goloka. So no doubt about it. Because who said this? Srila Prabhupada said. And he said, because Srila Prabhupada saying is much more than what is there in Bhagavad Gita. Why I am saying this? For a reason. Krishna is generally, if you see the entire Bhagavatam, Krishna has broken his words many times. Though he said in Kurukshetra war, I will not pick up my weapon. But he has broken his promise. Just because he wanted to keep his devotees word intact. So when Srila Prabhupada said, when you do this, follow the 4 regulative principles, do your chanting, take devotee association, and follow all this whatever he mentioned, when you take into this, now you will definitely go back to Goloka, because Srila Prabhupada said, and Krishna will oblige to it, because he is a pure devotee. So like that, we should also be able to pursue this with faith. Faith is very important. Thank you, Matajis and Prabhujis, for joining today. If no other questions, then we can stop today. I have extended my time. Forgive me for that. Mataji, Mega Shukla Mataji, can we leave today? I really thank you for igniting all this most of the time. And yes, any other devotee? Okay. सो शील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, हरि नाम
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
दंडवत प्रणाम टू ऑल। हरे
प्रभु जी
कृष्ण,
दंडवत
हरे कृष्ण
प्रणाम,
प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
दंडवत प्रणाम।